Wow. Wow. That's literally the only thing that I can say right now, because the Black Lives Matter global network movement is really, really, really getting exposed, right? It's really getting exposed because, guys, you remember, it came out that she had purchased a $1.4 million house, right, in Topanga, California, okay, in the whitest neighborhood possible, okay, that she can find. And, that's fine. It is what it is, right? No big deal, okay? Maybe it's just a one-off, right? However, that's not the case. Apparently, she has been going on these spending sprees of buying luxurious real estate for the last 4 to 5 years at the very, very least. So there is now real questions as to where is this money actually going, right? For real. Because what is being revealed, guys, I mean, some of these properties she's buying, you just wouldn't believe some of the amenities that they have, right? And a lot of people are starting to notice, right? Even those in the chapters, okay? And they're now calling for an independent investigation into Patrisse Cullors and the BLM global network to see exactly how they're spending their money. Because, guys, I mean, this stuff really just doesn't make sense at this point. But let's read a little bit more here. Inside, BLM co-founder Patrisse Khan-Cullors' $1 million real estate buying binge. As protests broke out across the country in the name of Black Lives Matter, the group's co-founder went on a real estate buying binge, snagging 4 high-end homes for $3.2 million in the U.S. alone, according to property records. Patrisse Khan-Cullors, 37, also eyed property in the Bahamas at an ultra exclusive resort where Justin Timberlake and Tiger Woods both have homes, the Post has learned. Luxury apartments and townhouses at the beachfront Albany resort outside of Nassau are priced between $5 million and $20 million, according to a local agent. The self-described Marxist last month purchased a $1.4 million home on a secluded road, a short drive from Malibu in Los Angeles, according to a report. The 2,370 square foot property features soaring ceilings, skylights, and plenty of windows with canyon views. The Topanga Canyon homestead, which includes 2 houses on a quarter acre, is just one of 3 homes Khan-Cullors owns in the Los Angeles area, public records show. Some fellow activists were taken back by the real estate revelations. Hawk Newsom, the head of the Black Lives Matter Greater New York City, called for an independent investigation to find out how the global network spends its money. Quote, if you go around calling yourself a socialist, you have to ask how much of her own personal money is going to charitable causes, he said. It's really sad because it makes people doubt the validity of the movement and overlook the fact that it's the people that carry this movement. Last year, Khan-Cullors and spouse Jayana Khan ventured to Georgia to acquire a 4th home, a custom ranch on 3.2 rural acres in Conyers, featuring a private airplane hangar with a studio apartment above it and the use of a 2,500 foot paved / grass community runway that can accommodate small airplanes. The 3-bedroom, 2-bath house around 30 minutes from Atlanta has an indoor swimming pool and a separate RV shop that can accommodate repair of a mobile home or small aircraft, according to the real estate listing. Peach State Retreat was purchased in January 2020 for $415,000, 2 years after the publication of Khan-Cullors' best-selling memoir, When They Call You a Terrorist. In October, the activist signed a multi-platform deal with Warner Brothers Television Group to help produce content for Black voices who have been historically marginalized, she said in a statement. It is unknown how much Khan-Cullors received in compensation in either deal. Wow. Wow. She bought a home in Georgia, right, that has a community runway for small airplanes. And it also has an airplane hangar and an indoor swimming pool. Indoor swimming pool. Okay. And she was also looking at properties in the Bahamas. Okay? The same neighborhood that Justin Timberlake and Tiger Woods live in. Okay? She is up there. She's a celebrity. This is what activism gets you, right? And when people want to talk about the grift, I'm telling you, the most lucrative grift in America right now is the social justice / racial movement, right? Particularly if you're on the left, right? And you're pushing the race narrative and you are fighting the race war on the left, you have millions, if not billions of dollars available to you, okay? Because woke corporations are going to get behind you. You're going to have unsuspecting civilians who are going to donate to your movements. And nobody's really going to question how you spend the money and where the money's going to, okay? Nobody's going to question any of that. Now, to be fair to Miss Patrisse, you know, she did have a couple of deals. She had a book, okay? She got a book. And she also had a deal with Warner Brothers, okay? So we don't know how much she got paid. It could be her personal funds. It could be. It could be. But, you know, I think it really does call into question. Like I said in previous videos before, when you have chapter members, right? When you have people who are on the ground fighting for your movement, when they're saying they're not getting money, when your finances are not transparent, when nobody knows what is happening, all these communities are saying that we're not being helped. But you have these activists buying these multi-million-dollar homes, doing Cadillac commercials, getting paid, right? Doing Grammy speeches. Something's not right. And the thing is, nobody's saying that you should be poor. Nobody's saying that, right? Because again, if Black Lives Matter, if the chapters weren't begging for money and you didn't have these people in these communities like Ferguson that are out here saying that we're not seeing any benefits. All this money is going to this group. We're not getting any benefits. If they weren't doing that, right, and actually the exact opposite was happening, which, you know, they were saying, oh no, Black Lives Matter is really helping us, right? They're trying to start businesses. They're teaching financial literacy classes. Like, they're really out here trying to help, and they're really making a difference. If that's what they were doing, they deserve every single penny that they get. Right? They deserve every house they have. They deserve every Cadillac commercial. They deserve every Grammy appearance. I would never, never, never knock anybody's hustle. Okay? If you're making a real impact in the community, if you start a business that provides value to society, you deserve whatever you get paid. You deserve whatever you get. But there's a difference between that and something that's starting to look like potentially a scam. Or at the very least, a lucrative hustle that's not very transparent, okay? And that's kind of what it's starting to look like this is. It's either a scam or it's a lucrative hustle that's not being very transparent, okay? And I think that we need some more transparency. I think that we have to start demanding transparency as to where this group is spending their money, because so many people have sent their money to this group thinking that it's going to help the Black community. And this really does bother me. It really does. Because there has never been a time like this in which so many people have been willing to donate money towards the Black community to help Black people. But when you have that money go to causes that are not helping, or that, you know, you have these activists that are enriching themselves, that really pisses me off. Because we may not never have another time like this. We had to have something tragic like George Floyd happen to get this type of monetary resources moved to these type of movements. And now that you have that, the most prominent movement out there seems to be enriching the founders, while the chapters are begging for money, while the communities that they're claiming they're helping are begging for money. So I think it's time for an independent investigation. I think it's time for some transparency. We have to demand transparency and to know exactly where this money is being spent, because there's been way too much money donated to the movement. And quite honestly, you know, all the emotion, all the lives that have been lost, particularly Black men behind this, as Black men, we should want to know, because we're the ones that have basically funded this movement. We funded this movement. We're demanding that we know where the money is going, because our dead bodies are what financed this whole thing, right? And we cannot continue to allow these so-called activists to profit off of dead Black men while also pushing an ideology that serves to not benefit the black man. Matter of fact, take the black man out of the household, not make him the head of the house, with no transparency as to where the money's actually going. Okay, so let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.